This is Channing Humphrey with SemiProLive. I'm here with DJ Stanley, the quarterback of the North Texas Spartans. Now, I had to come grab this young man regardless of how the game ended. I was just impressed with his performance. A lot of poise. You really showed off a wide arrangement of skill sets, man. So I just want to get a little bit of your football history, man. So where did you play? Did you play any youth sports? And when did you first come to the football game?
I played 3 years of youth. Well, 2 years of youth and then a year of middle school. And then I played basketball and baseball.
Okay. So what youth organizations were you a part of?
SemiPro.
SemiPro what? SemiPro, what's their...
Texas.
SemiPro Texans. Okay. Well, shout out to the SemiPro Texans, man. So how have you been enjoying... You're one of the rare athletes out of the homeschool world where you've played some middle school ball at a formal school, and then now you're doing the homeschool thing. So what are some of the differences between playing football with a homeschool organization versus playing it versus a traditional school organization?
You have more time to connect with the people who are in homeschool than you do in middle school.
Oh, okay. So give me some examples.
I get to see them every day. We practice a lot of days out of the week, and then that's about it.
So is the bond a little bit different? Because I know everybody in a traditional setting, like here at Arlington High, they all are Arlington High students. They all go to that school. You guys may be at different individual home schools. You guys come together for this team. So your relationship is purely based off of football, whereas some of the relationships that you'd have at maybe another school, it'd be based off of whatever it was based off of. You guys are in English class, you enjoyed it together, or a science class. What does that result in how how you form these relationships with the teammates?
We all love God, and that's what we play off of.
Okay. Well, now, outside of that, man, I know your main focus is school, but how far do you plan on taking this football career?
All the way to the pros.
I like that. I like the confident answer. Now, before I let you go, man, gotta ask. I love that you came out here in the Charles Oakley goggles, man. What was the inspiration behind throwing on the goggles? I love the swag.
I can't really see without them, so.
Now, you didn't want to go with the contacts?
No.
I can't put them in either. I got little eyes, man. But, all right, man, before I let you go, you know Mother's Day is coming up. I say this because people always answer the wrong one, but Mother's Day is tomorrow. So before I let you go, man, is there somebody you want to give a shout out, somebody important to you, somebody who may, help you get the practice from time to time that you want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
My mom, Diane, she adopted me when I was 8, and I want to give her the world.
Man, big shout out to Diane. You are certainly raising a very, very well-spoken young man. I love the swagger with the goggles, and one heck of a quarterback. We'll see you guys next time on SemiProLive. Appreciate you, big dog. This is Channing Humphrey with SemiProLive. We are live from beautiful Arlington, Texas, here at Arlington High, home of the Colts. I have the pleasure of having the head coach and the Niners here with us once again. Now, we've had a couple of performances. This is the first time that we got to complete the show with a championship interview. So I'm going to let Coach go ahead and introduce himself, tell us a little bit more about this program and the community that they come from, and we'll go from there.
Coach Elliott, man, we're just blessed to have all these kids. We from all over the DFW. We got kids from Arlington, Denton, Louisville, Frisco, Brewer Junior High. So they just came out here and balled out today.
All right, well, I got to ask you, Coach, what's the inspiration behind the name Noah's Niners?
Quarterback trainer Brandon Newey puts a lot of work in with our quarterback, both of these two guys here, Zach and Xander. And, hey, it's all goes through the quarterback.
All right. Well, I tried so hard to keep that off camera. But, I always wondered that from all the times that I got the chance to cover you guys. Now, stiff competition today. You guys played up in some divisions, so you're going against a little bit older athletes. What is it about this team where they're able to always put it together and either end up in the championship or today complete the journey?
Man, and today, a lot of times we've been through some stuff. I had to hit the reset button. We've been out of commission for a few weeks, and we came back together, put a good group of boys together, playing hard for each other. Had a little bit of playing flat again, but they bounced back in that championship game and just weren't going to be denied today.
All right, Coach. Now, before I let you go, if someone likes what they saw today, they want to bring their child over to Noah's Niners, how would he get in contact with you? And do you guys have a website or Instagram, a way for people to show support?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're pretty much, as you can see, we're pretty full. We're still missing 3 players today. So we're kind of full, but we do have 3 teams. So if they're interested, they can reach out to me on Facebook, Rod Elliott, and I'll link them up with a coach and a good team and a good program.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, I'm going to ask you to step back, and you can hand that over to the kids. You know, it's probably going to go home with you. So we're going to bring in the MVP of the game here, number 12. We got Rhodes. I'm going to give him a chance to introduce himself. So, man, you put on a brilliant performance. I was reading the back of your jersey. Did I get the last name wrong? I heard somebody laughing. Okay. Well, let's get your first and last name, your graduation class, and what school you currently attend.
So right now, the class I attend, my school, T.H. Howard, T.Y. Howard.
Okay. And when are you estimated to graduate?
What you said about 2026.
All right, man. So you put on quite the performance today. A lot of elite athletes on this team. You were able to make the biggest impact. What was it about your opponent and your performance today that allowed you to end up in this championship moment?
It was really my team, my quarterback.
All right, well, hey, let's bring the quarterback up here, man. Now, the reason I'm bringing him up here is because I've gotten to cover you guys about 5 times, and each time he was the MVP, and the first time I give away some free stuff, you seem to pop up and win it. So I figured that he at least deserves some face time. This is a very elite quarterback. Now, what was it about your 2 chemistry where you guys were able to just keep connecting throughout this tournament, despite not being shut down for a couple of weeks and not having the practice time that you guys would usually have?
It's just chemistry, because all the time in practice we just work on getting the chemistry right in the routes.
I said the same thing.
He doesn't like to talk. Well, anyway, you know how it goes. It's the day before Mother's Day. I always give you guys the opportunity to give a shout out to an organization or somebody special to you, but it's the day before Mother's Day. So usually you guys get this part wrong. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's the day before Mother's Day. Do you have anybody important, somebody who's always been there for you that you want to give a shout out to while you have the opportunity?
My mom and my dad.
All right, and put some names on.
Crystal and Rod.
Shay Houston.
Well, shout out to Shay Houston and his mom and his dad. Well, anyway, as we get to the end of the interview, these kids don't want to cooperate, even though they've done this several times before. So we're just gonna do what we always do. You know how I get down. We always like to look out into the crowd, and I want to pick a child or a young man who's going to represent this program, and I always like to pick the kid who least wants to do it. That's you today. Look at that face. Oh, he thought he was out of there. Hey, you know why I picked you? It's because you were looking at me, and then last minute you looked down like, oh, he seen me. So that's why I picked you. So anyway, so next time somebody's going head-to-head against the Niners, and they have to go up against this program, what do they need to know about this team right here?
Well, first off, glee. And second off, we just got the heart to win and whatever.
Desire to win. Hey, sometimes you got to cut them off before they say too much. I'm going to let you guys break it out on that note.
Nobody can guard us.
Nobody can guard us.
Break it out on that note.
I thought you had a hoodie.
Glee on me, Glee on 3, 1, 2, 3. Glee!
And they shining out here with the new rings. We'll see you guys next time on SemiProLive. Glee! Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with SemiProLive. We are here live from beautiful Arlington, Texas. I got a little treat for you. Let's pan off to the side. We've got the Louisiana Pride. Now, this isn't our first time with the opportunity to see the Louisiana Pride, but this is our first time getting them in a championship situation. Now, you guys definitely put on a great showing last time we saw you, but hey, this is even better ending up here in the championship circle. So I just want to get a chance for both of the coaches to introduce themselves. I want you guys to tell us a little bit more about these athletes and the community that they come from.
My name is Derek Colton, the offensive coordinator for the Louisiana Pride.
My name is Kellen Henry. I'm the president of Louisiana Pride. Ronnie Buckingham, head coach of Louisiana Pride.
All right, so who wants to do the majority of the talking and telling us about stuff? Oh, Ronnie, they had you at the back, but you know, you're the well-spoken brother. It's okay. So, man, tell us a little bit more about this team, the things you guys went through to put this together, and how'd you guys end up in this championship today?
First of all, it's a first-year team. We started off with a game you was at. That was like what, first tournament. First tournament. You know, I mean, we had to make a couple adjustments, man. Some boys, honestly, they dropped out. You know, but I'm proud of these boys because you know, for the ones, especially staying the ones that came in, you know, they trusted us. You know, as coaches, and I thank the parents because the parents trusting us, you know, to get these boys where they need to be, you know, so we can finally, you know, step up our game, you know, and finally get to a championship game.
All right, I'm gonna swing over to you, Coach, man. So, what did it take outside of, you know, some new faces for you guys to flip this thing around? Because you guys put on a good performance, you got close, but you guys closed the show today.
It just took us to believe, man, to get them to believe, use their talent the way they can use it, and that's what happened. The chemistry came together, and they pulled it off.
All right, Coach. It's not a lot of teams that can say they had their first tournament the first time they see me, and next time they see me, they're getting rings. What was it about the coaching staff and this team right here? What did you guys change that made you guys able to get here in this championship moment?
First thing, we always preach. What's the number one rule? Have fun. What's the number one rule? Have fun. That's the difference right there. We teach them to have fun. Respect what the offense and defense are doing. That's it. All
right. Well, hey, I'm usually handing out the hardware. I'm going to bring in my good friend Kurt. Oh, there he goes. Hey, this man, were you in Special Forces? You snuck up on me right there. We got Kurt Lamley over here with Premier Events. He's going to tell us a little bit more about this tournament, and he's got some hardware to give out.
This tournament originally was supposed to be at Lamar High School. The head coach at Lamar very luckily got a new job, left Lamar. Arlington coaching staff stepped in and asked to move it over here to Arlington High School with Arlington ISD. We're great hosts, great facilities here, great games, you guys. Hey, fellas, I know we played you in a dual bracket, split you out. You guys came to play. Great tournament, fellas. All I can tell you is today's tournament is a berth to our national championships, 150 power ranking points, and a little bit of hardware. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. All right. Woo. Let's get some hands from the crowd. Well, Coach, man. Hold on, don't break it out. Hey, hold on. We're not done yet. I got more stuff to give out. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, Coach, I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here to Coach, man. Since you got the big trophy, I'm going to swing this one over here. Now, we got a special player that was MVP of the game. I want you to go ahead and introduce him.
Mr. JD. That's my boy, my quarterback right here. So,
all right, well, let's bring on JD, man. Well, from now on, I'm going to call you JD the Dripper. JD the Dripper came out here. Hold on, let's pan out, man. This is the drippiest quarterback in the whole tournament. Look at this fit right here. He had the leg sleeve. Anytime you're looking for an elite athlete, if you look at a team, they got a whole bunch of people with one leg sleeve, you in for a long day. Now, this man had the leg sleeve. He had the purple Adidas cleats. Then he topped it off with the arm sleeve. And now he got the visor. I don't know what they're going to do with him over in Louisiana. He might have to move to Texas. I don't know if they DJ Drippy out there. Okay, man, maybe they do. But, man, let's bring you in, man. I want to know what school you're currently attending, what's your graduation class, and, man, tell us about this performance.
I go to C.E. Burr High School, class of 2024, and, man, I just came out here to have fun with my brothers. I just wanted to have fun, have a successful day. That's all I wanted to do.
Man, I loved the zip that you put on the ball. And I love your accuracy. That was the one word. You were putting these balls on your athletes. Either they were going to catch it or they were going to look bad because the quarterback was putting it where it needed to be, man. What kind of training do you do? Because we're a youth sports network. What kind of training do you guys do to make you so accurate, man?
I had a quarterback coach. His name was Kingsman Lancaster. He moved to Dallas, though. So now I'm at Bird at a triple wing option. So.
Oh, okay. Well, man, give a shout out to that quarterback coach because we based out of Dallas, and there's a lot of quarterbacks that I know who may need some of that training. So let's give him drop him a link real quick.
At Kingsman Lancaster on Facebook, at Kingsman Lancaster, QB1 training on Instagram.
All right, man. Now, before I let you go and we get over here to the rest of the show, we bring some light to your teammates. You know what tomorrow is. And the reason I'm saying you know what tomorrow is because I ask this question to kids all the time and they give me the wrong answer. So is there a person who supported you like your whole life since it began that you want to bring light to? You want to give them some credit to? Let's put some names on them.
My mom and my dad.
Everybody? Okay, let's go, baby.
Actually, my whole family, everybody around here, they helped me.
Yeah, but it's Mother's Day, so so I want you to put a first and last name on it.
Sandrea Goldman.
All right, we did it. He's a champion. He did it. All right, man. So let's swing over here to the rest of the stars over here. Give them some of that camera time because these were some stars out here today. We had a whole lot of mossing and dunking and coming out the rafters on people today, resulting in a touchdown.
Big pressure, yeah.
It was huge pressure. Definitely represented for the whole state of Louisiana. If there's any Cajuns back home, they should definitely be proud of these young men out here. But you guys know how I do it. I always like to look into the crowd, and I want to get a random person, the person who least wants to do the interview, to come up to the front and give us a final message. It's going to be him. Come on up here, big. Come on, no, you can't. No, you come all the way to the front, big dog. All the way to the front. So, man, now Louisiana Pride, you guys came all the way out here to Texas, put on a show, came home with the hardware. But next time somebody's going head-to-head against this Louisiana Pride team, what do they need to know about this squad?
We coming out, throwing them deep.
What? Nah, I'm going to leave it right there. They coming out and they throwing them deep. I'm going to let you break it out on that note. Hey, nah, they coming out, they throwing them deep. So I'm going to leave it at that note. I'm going to let you guys break it out on that.
Hey, tell me on three. Tell me on three. 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir. Back to Louisiana on 3. Back to Louisiana on 3. 1, 2, 3. Back to Louisiana.
And back to Louisiana they go with our championship trophies. So y'all need to come get revenge next time on SemiProLive. Hey, man, great championship. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with SemiProLive. We're still out here, beautiful Arlington, Texas, another championship moment. Let's slide on over here to the side. We got the East Texas Elite coming through with the championship moment. Now, we've had a chance to get them before, but never like this. They all iced up now. So now I have this great pleasure to introduce you to their head coach. But before I do that, I want to have actually, we'll just go ahead and talk to the coach first, and then we'll bring in the trophy. So, Coach, man, tell me a little bit more about this team and the community that you guys come from.
We're out of Forney, Texas, actually. We're a first-year team. We started last year, and COVID kind of killed our whole season. We actually made it to the state tournament, but COVID stopped our chances of going or winning the tournament. So we came back this year. We've been a little rocky ever since. We even started off with no jerseys. So we've been rocky ever since, and this is our first time making it to the championship, and we actually won. So I'm actually proud of these guys.
Speaking of jerseys, definitely out here looking drippy, man. So, hey, what I'm going to do, this next guy who I introduced you to will make sure that the jerseys are here on time next time.
That's what's up.
But, man, so tell me a little bit more about the journey to get to this championship moment.
It's been a long journey. Actually, it's been a long journey. We've been taking trips out of long ways. We've been coming an hour away from the house just to play and show our skills. So, and we here.
Man, you guys definitely impressed today. Now, before I let you go, Coach, or before we start handing you off hardware and stuff, I want to know, do you guys have a social media or some way I can get in contact with you if somebody wants to join the team or sponsor?
Yes. We have a page that's called the East Texas Elite 7-on-7 page. It's on Facebook. You can follow us on there. Add yourself. You don't need me to confirm anything. And we are looking for more players, all ages.
All right, Coach. Well, let me bring in my proud sponsor. We have Alex Mack of Mack Sporting Goods. Now, this man, not only is he a black businessman who owns a sporting good company, he also happens to be a former veteran. I want to just thank him for his service. I want to bring him in here to give us a little bit more information about what him and his company have going on and bring you this hardware.
On behalf of Mack Sporting Goods and Premier Events, we just want to present the JV champions to the East Texas Elite football team. And just real quick information about Mack Sporting Goods. We provide all sporting equipment, visors, helmets, anything football coach or athletic director would need for his program, give us a call, maxsportinggoods.com, 972-838-6445. We're always available, and we are always available for great events like this with premier events, SemiProLive. We love to come out and sponsor and help any teams that may need that support. So with further ado, we'd like to present the JV champion to East Texas Elite football team, and appreciate you guys.
Let's make some noise for these boys. All right, Coach. Well, hey, you're not done with hardware. I got another award for you. I'm going to let you hand this one out. This one is for your MVP of the tournament. So tell us who it is and give us a little bit more information about this athlete.
First of all, I'm real strict about yelling at my quarterbacks. My boys know that. So this MVP award is actually going to my quarterback. My quarterback goes through a lot. He goes through Sunday practice. He goes to he has a camp that he goes to on every Sunday. So we practice on Sundays. He comes to practice, and after practice, he's straight to camp. We've been going through a whole lot this whole season. So with further ado, MVP to my quarterback, Caleb.
Hey, Coach, let me. Well, actually, hold on. Well, let them young men touch that trophy real quick one time. Let's get a hand for the trophy. Boy, man. Well, hold on. Hey, where's your drip at, man? I just remember we got you iced out before. It's already packed up in the backpack. No, don't pull it out the backpack, man. Well, this is our recipient of the MVP award, man. So I want you to introduce yourself to our audience. Tell us what class you're going to graduate and where do you currently attend to school?
My name is Kelly Lowetta. I attend Poti High School, and I'm a class of 2024.
Okay, see out there in Mesquite, man. So might I ask, man, did you play any youth football?
Sir?
Did you play youth football?
Yes, sir.
What organization were you a part of?
The Mesquite Mustangs.
Oh, snap. Hey, shout out to the Mesquite Mustangs. Hey, they're actually on the intro video to our program whenever it comes on. So, man, nice to have another former Mesquite Mustang. So you definitely had some MVP DNA in you. So what was it about this team? What was different about this time? You guys have always gotten deep in any of these premier events, tournaments. You came home with the hardware. What did you guys do different this tournament?
My receivers did a great job about getting open, helped me get the job done, and that helped us win games.
Now, I noticed this week you got the ball out your hands a little bit faster. What did you do to work on that?
At practice, we practiced getting the ball off before 3 seconds.
Now, man, before I pan over here to the rest of your teammates that are taking selfies with the with the trophies, you know tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Yes, sir.
Now, the reason I'm saying you know tomorrow is Mother's Day is because there's a good chance that most of my athletes will mess up this shout-out. So, with tomorrow being Mother's Day, man, who do you want to give a shout-out to or bring light to now that you have this opportunity with the MVP?
I'll give a shout-out to Connie Gonzalez, my mom. She's a great person.
Hey, he got it right the first. This is an MVP. This is now my favorite MVP. He the first one. He named his mom, put the name on it. He didn't just say, I want to give a shout out to my mom as if everybody's mom wasn't named mom. You actually put a name on it, man. So he's all the way together. Definitely a kid you want to watch and maybe somebody you want to recruit. But let's pan over here to the rest of the stars. Did we catch somebody taking a selfie with the trophy? We did. Jazz, get this dude getting a selfie with the picture. He took a selfie with the trophy in the middle of a live interview. All right, let's come back in. Hey, crowd back up. Come on, East Texas. Bring it on in. You guys know how this goes. At the end of every interview, I always get the full team together. It's a championship moment. And I always like to look into the crowd and get somebody who's going to give me a final message. And I always want this person to be the least person who wants to talk the least.
No, talk the least? You say talk the least?
No, we just going to take him. You already did it.
Yeah.
You can't ruin the flow. So we got Big Dog right here. Hey, you can't be shy, bro. You got donuts on your goggles, man. You a drip sauce kind of guy. So Scooby Snack. Chill out, Scooby Snack. Now, man, before I go ahead and we end this, man, we always like to end on the same message, bro. We grab an athlete. We want you to give us a final message for future opponents when they're about to go up against East Texas. So next time somebody's going against East Texas Elite, what do they need to know about this team right here?
We live. Oh, we live.
They live, man. I'm going to go ahead and fade out on that one. Go ahead and break it out one time. Go ahead and break it out.
ETL 3. 1, 2, 3.
East Texas live. We'll see you guys next time on SemiProLive. This is Channing Humphrey with SemiProLive. We are here live from beautiful Arlington High School in Central Arlington, so it's a home tournament for me. I just want to scroll over and let you guys take a look at the 14U champions. Now, they came through with a dominant performance, pretty much knocked out any competition that came in front of them. So I've got Coach Harper here. This is actually my first, I've had some of the athletes here before, but this is my first time actually having the Argyle program actually in the interview, guys. So I just want to take the time to introduce the coach and to get a little bit more information about these young men and the community that they come from. So tell us a little bit more about your program, Coach.
Well, first off, thanks for the invite with Premier. It's always a great tournament. You know, these guys, they work really hard. They've worked hard since they were in 4th grade. So when they put the time in, I tell them whenever they put the time in, you're prepared. When you're prepared, you come out to do your job. It's easy. So they make it look easy, but make no mistake, it's very difficult what they do. The reason why they make it look easy is because they put the work in.
Can definitely tell. Now, a lot of times you get to championship, we usually have close games. It just seemed that you guys out-athleted them at some points. Where are you finding these boys, and are they all slated to be Argyle athletes?
Well, if you know a whole lot about the tradition of Argyle, there's a very high expectation. So you know that coming in, and so the expectation is extremely high from what they put on themselves, not even really what the coach does. So they have an extremely high expectation, and it just breeds a really good energy.
All right, Coach, before I let you go, is there any way, if we have some other Argyle students who'd like to join the team, or if there's someone who's seeing and loving what you guys are doing, maybe wants to donate money or help you guys out with some uniforms, how do I get in contact with you?
Well, so the majority of these boys play in a youth organization called AYSA, and they have a football division. And we go from basically flag at kindergarten all the way up to 6th grade. We have the same general program when it comes to expectations for football, and so it just leads on into junior high, and then of course you see the end result in high school. So that's what I always tell the guys, that's what we're going for, is state championships in the next 3 to 5 years. So that's what we're doing.
All right, Coach. Well, if you've ever seen the show, we always like to bring it over to the stars, so I'm going to have a reoccurring star on my show step up real quick. We got the quarterback, the helm of the ship, man. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself once again to our audience. And, man, you just keep ending up in these championship moments, whether it's this jersey or another jersey. You seem to be the tying thread of these championship moments. So introduce yourself to our audience. Tell us your graduation class and what all positions you'll be playing whenever you get to Argyle.
My name is Presley Harper. Go to Argyle Middle School, class of 2025, QB and safety.
All right, man. So you guys were able to pretty much slice up that zone at ease. At first, it looked like they had their chemistry was going to be a problem for you, but at a certain point, you guys were able to just smash the gas. What was the difference in your performance and them not being able to maintain your level?
So we all have these set routes, but a lot of receivers run that route and then get open due to where the defender is. So just QB and receiver connection.
All right, man. Now, I've seen you successful on this team, and I've seen you successful with your private program. Now, how are you able to adjust to two different skill sets and still be successful?
You know, I've been playing football since I was little, so just kind of in my blood and all, and just kind of go with the flow.
Hey, you're definitely flowing out there today. Now, I saw you catch a touchdown. Are you showing us something that we're going to see a little bit more as these premier events go on?
I mean, as far as I know, I throw the ball.
He's throwing the ball. Hey, when we saw you catch one, it was exciting for me at least. Now, before I go ahead and move back over to your team, man, is there an organization or somebody you want to give a shout out to? Since it's going to be Mother's Day tomorrow, I'm going to direct them because, you know, they always say the wrong person. So is there somebody you'd like to give a shout out to since it's going to be Mother's Day tomorrow?
My mom, Suzanne Harper.
All right, Suzanne. Big shout out to Miss Harper. She's always been a rock in this young man's life. And, hey, this interview wouldn't be possible if she hadn't got him here. But let's swing over here to the other stars of the show. Hey, this unique group of athletes really showed basically talent and athleticism all over the field during this championship interview. Let's get a hand for these young men one more time. So, I don't know if you guys have seen, this is the first time I've had a championship with Argyle. every time I get to the end, I always like to pick an athlete that's going to give me a final word, a final message for the team. And you look like you don't want anybody to talk to you. So I'm going to bring you up here. So next time somebody's going head-to-head against the Argyle Eagles 2025, what do they need to know about this team right here?
We win.
I like how they kept it simple. They win. I'm going to get out the way and let them break it out.
Let's go up here.
Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Eagles!
And they like to keep it simple. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We're here. The show is finally ended. We got EOE. Let's pan over here to the champs. Let's make some noise for them. Well, this is our first time having the pleasure of having EOE in the championship circle. These young men went through some of the top competition that Battle of the Best could provide and came through nearly flawless with a blowout victory in the championship game. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Coach. So, Coach Crochet, I want you to give me a little bit more information about this program. Tell us about the community that these young men come from, and just tell us what was your inspiration behind forming this group?
Forming the group, well, our team is EOE, and what I always preach, EOE stands for execution over excuses. All right, EOE. I like that one. I want everybody to remember that because that's what I preach to them in the game of life and the game of football. But I got these kids, they from Grand Prairie, Arlington, Mansfield.
Okay.
We all over around here. And we only getting started, getting stronger. Them boys work hard. I'm proud of all of them, even though we had some cramps during the day. But we fought through it. I just want to give it up to all of them because it's all about them.
All right, Coach. Well, man, this is definitely an impressive group. Now, if we have some parents that like what they saw today and they'd like to bring over some athletes, or if there's a business that wants to help sponsor you guys, how do we get in contact with you and how do they do so?
You can get in contact with me by email, cccrochettt@gmail.com, or you can hit me up over the phone, 281-917-5645. You can hit me up on IG at Luck Easy, Luckeeazy.
All right, Coach. Before I let you go and pan over to the stars of the show, you have any final messages for the folks at home?
Hey, ball out, grind, and then shine.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask you to step back. We're going to bring your MVP over. All right, so, man, I just need you to introduce yourself to our audience. We want to get your first and last name, graduation class, and where do you currently attend school?
I go to school in North Forney, class of 2023, and my name is Tylen Crochet.
All right, man, there was a lot of competition out here. You guys were able to run through pretty much all of it. What was it about you and this group of players behind you that made you guys able to get to this championship game with pretty much ease?
Well, whenever we was down, we always kept communication with the quarterback, defense. We messed up plays, on to the next play. Communication is what carried us the whole way through the drive. And mess up, forget about it, next play, congratulate your teammates, and move on, and that's what got us here.
Now, we had some chippiness in the tournament. Nothing that comes with football. How did you and your teammates stay focused, stay locked in, despite the outside things that were going on?
Well, when there's corruption, all you do, look at our coaches. Coaches give us a call. We do that call, just follow directions and stay in discipline.
All right, well, hey, that's a compliment to your coach. I like them disciplined answers. Now, before I end your portion of the interview, we know tomorrow's Mother's Day. And the reason I say that is because people always get it wrong. So now, as we end the interview, man, we get over to your teammates. Is there somebody who's always giving you support, somebody you want to give a shout out to since it's going to be Mother's Day tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll shout out to, I want to say everybody, my whole team. My quarterback is what keep me up. My quarterback.
But then there's that one lady who had made it possible for you to exist.
My mother is what did it for me. My father and well, it's Mother's Day, so I'm going to say my mother.
Let's put a name on it for her real quick.
Jamaica Crochet.
Well, shout out to Miss Jamaica. You definitely raised the dog. He's over here in the winner's circle. But now that we're off of your mother, let's pan on over here to the rest of the dogs over here. This is a team full of athletes all over the DFW, coming home with some rings, put in hard work.
Follow on Twitter, J-Line.
See, look, they all got Instagrams now. Usually,
J-Line on Twitter.
so that means I can't pick none of the front row people. They're too outgoing. Because, you know, at the end of the show, I always pick a random child. Well, not child. This is grown people. A random athlete to give me a final word for EOE. So I always look for the person who wants to talk the least, which is this guy right there. Thought it was you. Like, hold up here, big dog.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, give him the trophy, man. He first way. Let him hold the trophy while he's 85, man. So, man, next time somebody's going head to head against EOE and they got to play against this team right here, what do they need to know about this squad?
Just know that we hard working, we compete, and we some dogs.
I'm going to end it with the end part. They some dogs. I'm going to let you break it out on that note.
Break it out, y'all. Hey, let's go. EOE, 1, 2, 3. EOE.
And that'll be the final word from Arlington, Texas. We'll see you guys next time. Battle of the Best on SemiProLive.
You know I found